Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll run this play from the pistol. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Lets it fly. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
On the move, it's Riley. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It's a reverse. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And you see this all the time now in football. You see motion across the formation, and sometimes they hand it to him, sometimes they don't. I like it. Hand it to the wide receiver. A lot of times down down in the red zone, you're going to get man-to-man. You didn't get a big play, but I do like the change of pace in the running game.
Well, I just love finding different ways to get this guy the ball, too, because it's hard to throw the football down in this area of the field, but he's one of your...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
All right, great little run, though. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Snap it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you can tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing. Motion
from the offense. Looking to throw at Simpson. Unloads to the right. Got his man. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Tackled after picking up the first down. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Lining up to add another. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. On the option. He'll pitch it. Sweet cut there. Gets away from one. Finds some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought the defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man...
It's a fumble on the play. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Simpson. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll take the deep shot. What a snag by the defense. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
play action on first down. Dances away. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Caught in the backfield, it's Carroll. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Carter. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Central Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Second down coming up. To throw, it's Simpson. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. He's got it down the left side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Fast motion from the offense. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Gets it out fast. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one big. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute, I got to get me one too.
Leaves it with the back. Open space at the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, SMU.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Crosses the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Mustangs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the Alabama offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Makes a connection. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we could just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up, and this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They run the reverse. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Quarterback keeps it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down in the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. And that will go backwards, a negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position, they located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than any.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Let's go. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of... Touchdown, Bama! They move on top here in the fourth. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback moving. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Direct snap. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a shot. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Got his man quickly. Running toward the tape. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field.
And it's grabbed for the late touchdown, and how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 12 over UNLV. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes that Alabama offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Using his feet. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. The Tide will get the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.